Okay, so for this exercise that we're doing in this video here, what we're doing is we're doing a quarter squat. Okay, so with my left leg, I'm in a quarter depth squat. So it's a very shallow squat, but that's going to get the leg muscles working. Now with the opposite leg, as you can see, I'm touching 3 points. So I go forwards, I go out to the side, and then I reach my leg backwards. Okay, so what we're working with this particular exercise is quite a number of different things actually. So number one, we're going to be working static strength through that left leg. Okay, because we're in that quarter squat, we're holding our body weight, and that's going to mean that the muscles in the legs are going to be working quite strongly. And this can be a really good movement if you do have weak knees. It can be a great way to develop some strength in the muscles surrounding the joints, because obviously when we have weak knees and you're feeling pain in the knees, quite often it can be from the surrounding muscles not being strong enough to support the joint. So when we improve the strength around it, that's going to help the joint. Also, we're working our side hip muscles. Okay, so on that left side, because we only have one point of contact with the floor, one solid point of contact, and the other leg, we're moving and very lightly touching the floor, it means that our pelvic muscles, our lateral pelvic muscles, so the muscles in the side of the glute through this side area here, have to work to stabilize the position of the pelvis. And so they're going to be working strength and stability. Those muscles are very important for also supporting the position of the upper thigh bone, which is going to affect the positioning of the knee when we walk up and down steps, when we squat out of our car, sit into the car, stand up and out of chairs, do functional movements that we have to do every day. So they're very important muscles to help strengthen and stabilize, and this exercise works those. So I want to just explain the technique on this exercise. So what we want to do is the leg that we're standing on, we want to have our feet pointing straight ahead and our kneecap pointing straight ahead as well. So the knee and the toe should be pointing straight in alignment with each other. We never want to have the knee pointing inwards and the toes outwards. So you want to line them up together. And then we need to maintain our pelvis in a nice level position. So left to right side, we don't want to be dipping down towards that right side. We want to keep it level. Our belly button's lightly going to be drawn in towards our spine to help activate those core muscles, because this is also a core stability exercise. And then with the free leg, we want to be touching very lightly to the front, out to the side, and then straight back. When we touch, we're only just touching lightly. We're not actually putting any weight down, because we want to maintain our balance over our own base of support on that other leg. So to make it easier, if you find this really challenging on the balance, you can use your hand, like you can place a chair beside you on the left side and just hold on to that chair, or hold a wall to assist in a little bit of balance. If you do that, try and use it as minimally as possible. Okay, so try not to hold on to it for dear life, and just hold on to it with your left hand if it's on the left side, so we're not rotating and twisting our upper body. If you want to make this harder, you can hold a dumbbell or some sort of weight, a kettlebell or something, up to your chest. Okay, so with the actual squatting position, we want to make sure it's a quarter depth squat, so it's not a full squat. We never want to allow the toes to come out vertically past, the knee to come out vertically past the toes. Okay, so if we dropped a line straight down from our knee, it should be behind the line of the front of our toes. We want to sit our bum back, and from our tailbone to our head, we want a nice straight spine. Okay, so just our natural curves in the spine, but essentially straight. And so when we sit our hips back into it, we really engage that posterior chain, so the butt muscles, the back of the legs, okay? And it avoids putting pressure into that knee area. Now, common mistakes with this exercise are that, well, as I said before, leaning too much weight into the front of the foot, so the foot that we're standing on. We want to be sitting our weight into the heel. So if you lean too much weight into the front of the foot, then usually the knee will come too far forwards, it will come past the toes, and that will put a lot of pressure into the knee joint, and it won't effectively use that posterior chain of muscles. Not maintaining the pelvis level, letting the knee buckle inwards, or rolling on the inside of the arch of the feet, so collapsing on the inside of the arch. Okay, that's normally coupled with the knee bowing inwards. So make sure the toes and knees are lined up nice and straight. So this is a fantastic exercise for balance as well. Not only strength, because the balance aspect of it is, what you're actually doing is, when we're moving that leg from being in front of us to out to the side and then behind us, we're shifting our center of gravity. So our body has to stabilize slightly differently as the weight of that limb is in different positions. So it's a really effective exercise at developing that stability and that balance and coordination in your body. So, and a way to I guess, regress it in terms of the balance would obviously, as I said, hold on to something, but you might just not reach that leg out as far as well. That's another way of making it a little bit more basic. But we do lots of exercise like this at TBFT because we specialize in working with clients who are in their 50s and 60s. Balance, strength, mobility, flexibility are sort of the key areas that we really focus on because they're the areas that you really need to work on as we age. So give this exercise a go and hopefully you enjoy it.